Mm-hmm.
Live on Twitch, waiting on YouTube. Again.
Again.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehvies. And today, we're watching Spider-Man Homecoming.
Why on earth did you remove RDJ and replaced him with the War or Machine, as in, and not the RDJ in the top right of the poster, the
Oh,
one
because,
on the bottom
because,
left?
because Tony was already on the poster, and I didn't really have any other place I could put Don Cheadle.
By the way, is Zendaya naturally he's supposed to be on that poster, or did you
That is,
Photoshop?
I did not add that. That was there
Okay,
originally.
I just want to make sure because sadly that's kind of how the love interest in this movie is treated.
So we'll
You,
look at this. Look at this poster real quick. So
Yeah.
ignoring the fact that I added some stuff here, we're going to look at the billing here. Tom Holland,
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, Jon Favreau, Zendaya, with Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr.
no
Now,
billing
we
for
will,
the no billing for the love interest that only appears in this movie.
and no billing for Jacob Batalon, who has a far more prominent role than Zendaya does.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Although Zendaya, at the very least, he gets in quite a bit of witty bits, and here and there, and I'm like, good lord.
Yes, could have
There
been
are subtle,
better, could
subtle
have been
bits.
worse.
It's like there are subtle bits here and there where she does express interest. Eston Peter, it's just,
Not
it's hidden behind a
heavily
lot of
talking about.
snark.
Yeah, a thick layer of sarcasm. So, we've got the
So
movie queued up.
basically, kind of like Raven, but
Yes.
no.
We've got the movie queued up, and I have some things queued up because, as people who know me are well aware, and people who follow me online are well aware, this film is kind of a bugbear to me. Um, but yeah, you wouldn't believe how easy it was, by the way, to change Iron Man into War Machine. There, all I had to do was turn up the contrast and then make him black and white. Um, the red glow was a little bit harder, but what I wound up doing was you can't see this, but there is a layer behind him where the where there's a red Iron Man suit that I just shifted entirely to red, and then I just gently brushed out the chest piece here. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Oh, I also added Ned Leeds to the poster, and his inclusion. Given that this is one of those awful photo bash posters that they've done, I'd say that mine isn't any worse than the original.
No, it's not. It's all right.
All right, we're
Oh,
gonna go
hey, the
ahead.
guy who's supposed to be Shocker is on the poster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fun fact: I didn't add him either. He was
Yeah,
there
yeah, I know you
originally.
did.
Seriously, look at the we could just do a whole segment on going over the various posters of Spider-Man Homecoming. There's one like Kevin. I even had the cup for it. There was one actually good Spider-Man Homecoming poster that was good, and it
That
was
was the one with
simple,
him in the
easy.
jacket, right? Laying
Yeah,
down.
no, yeah, yeah. Him laying
Yeah, that
down
was
with
a
the
good
jacket.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a great one. And then, but then all the ugly, like this movie was made fun of heavily for the posters and how
Oh yeah,
bad
this
the
reminds me of the
Photoshop
Days of
was.
Future
Oh, by
Past
the way
poster, if you guys remember that.
by the way, Alex, after we're done with this, I wanna show you I wanna show you that one video that, through JXE that RNS did it for this movie's trailer,
Oh yeah.
because it's bafflingly stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. So, is everybody ready to
Anyways, let's
go?
get started.
Yes.
All
Alright,
right.
in
Hang on.
3
Three, two, one. Sorry, I just needed to make sure everything was synced up right.
It's okay.
Yes,
Hello,
so
Sony, you overpriced your
Uh,
oh
Blu-rays.
god fucking damn it.
What now?
It did it again. Okay. So,
Did
oh
what
boy.
again?
it froze. Thank you, BLC. Thank you very much.
You
You
want me
were
to rewind?
Yes, please. Okay, so relaunching.
Okay.
I have no idea why my digital internet, well, not digital internet file, but why my My digital Blu-ray rip that I made my fucking self is freezing, but, you know, thank you, Microsoft and VLC. 3, 2, 1. Hi, Sony.
You overpriced your Blu-rays, and you really need to
And
stop
your
letting your
televisions.
American division.
Speaking of
You
speaking of
need to stop letting
Blu-ray,
your American division dictate your every move.
speaking of
Yes.
that, did you see yesterday? I actually like this song. This
Michael Giacchino's score for the Spider-Man stuff is actually somewhat solid.
Oh, absolutely. But so, did you hear yesterday? After years and years, Sony's finally going to be putting the Three Stooges on Blu-ray, all
Yes,
of
I
the
saw
short,
that.
and some movies, and
A
including the
kid's
final book.
drawing of the Avengers at the Battle of New York. Hi,
Hey,
Batman.
hi, Batman.
Yes, Michael Keaton, who may or may not transform if we say a certain name
Nobody
three
in this line
times
of
out
work will
loud.
actually say that.
Pity.
I like how he's admiring his kids' art.
Yeah, that's... And here is the Avengers Tower here. It...
Oh, that
Wow,
CG looks
that is not
bad.
good CGI.
It looks
And,
two-dimensional.
Hawkeye will completely fuck this up soon. Also,
Yeah.
where is Shield? Is that a Skrull in the background with the green head? I thought Shield
So
was
yeah,
supposed to be taking care of cleanup.
No, they're gonna explain. Just wait.
he knows. We've seen this movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that's
How did he
actually pretty
figure
good
that out?
logic there. The
Yeah.
compositing isn't. The compositing looks like hell. Did
Yes.
you
Oh
guys
my.
not have any lighting references?
Well, no, because you got to remember this is an MCU Sony collaboration. They all filmed in a green screen.
No, I know, that's what I mean. Is like, did they not have like a lighting reference?
No.
Just like, make the background brighter. Come on.
Yeah, he says that they have a contract, but
Yeah, he has the pre-existing city contract.
I don't. Alex, talk us through. Can they legally do this?
This would be... So this... It should have gotten... this should not have gotten this far, I have to say. This is one of those situations where there should have been like a work order put in by the city, you know, to whoever is supposed to be, you know, like local authorities
And
need to...
oh,
Yeah, the local authorities need to see about this stuff. They got to put in a work order. If these guys if these guys don't... Yeah, okay. Yeah, start.
they're
Should have been Shield, but, you know. Department of Damage Control? Where have we heard... I've never heard of those guys before, but yeah. The work order gets put in, and if anything, if nothing else, City is paying out a buttload of money to these guys.
shouldn't they get a compensation? Like
Yes,
Doom should have at least gotten a
yeah,
compensation.
very much. The city of New York City is going to be paying these guys a lot of money because of their mess up. Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown. This is
There
not
it is.
2020.
Yep,
This
there.
is 2016. You didn't fix this for Blu-ray.
nope.
Nobody's aged, it's all staying the same, but the times they are a-changing.
So what do we think
So
of this
yeah, that's
opening?
the infamous script error, or
Yeah.
that kind of.
If anything, it should have
And
technically been less time, because there's only about 5 years between Avengers and,
4 years.
4 years? Oh yeah, 4 years
Yeah.
between Avengers and,
2012,
You'd think they would have
2012 and
updated this.
2016.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So
Because
maybe
this takes place a little
okay,
bit
3.
after Civil War.
Yeah, so there would have been only about 3 years, I suppose. Because the MCU was supposed to be
Business
working on.
ain't gonna be
Oh yeah, hi Michael Giacchino's rendition of the classic Spider-Man theme. This is the only
time.
this is the
We hear it.
only Spider-Man leitmotif that is consistent across all media.
I remember when this was hyped up like hell. Like everyone was
This was
so
the
excited to find.
dude. This was the lead single off of the fucking soundtrack, if I'm not mistaken.
It was. Everyone was talking about it, but it's never used again after this. It's not
Yeah,
even used when he enters.
I
When,
like
when he's in
a film by Peter
the
Parker.
film.
I don't think so. Oh my god.
It's that
Peter
fake New York
Peter
accent that Andrew
Peter was
Garfield did.
Peter was using a voice that would have actually made sense for his character. Rather Yeah, this movie has some audio mixing issues too that we'll see later on.
Uh,
Yeah, this is actually a reference to a deleted scene from the original Iron Man.
And Happy's
Also,
trying
I
to get
happen to know
away.
that that phone does not record in 4:3. I used to have it. I don't know why you cropped it to 4:3. The camera doesn't do that. Hey, those web shooters weren't that bulky in the last movie you showed up in. This is a Beverly Hillbillies joke. One
that
map
seems
wise, you
more
see
like
about
more than a
CJ.
minor.
Yeah, Tony Stark. Not usually a big fan of understating things, but insane in the membrane.
Oh my god, I actually really like how he gets when he gets close up and you can see the detailing on the webbing and on the suit.
Hey, it
And
would have been nice if that was a thing that he did ever again.
okay,
But
he was not doing this.
no, he
Well,
was
this is
not.
explained.
I just. But here's the thing. This is I believe this is something that Spider-Man would do because this is something Spider-Man would do. But he doesn't do this ever again. Hang on. Those are the homemade web shooters from the first movie.
Oh, by the way, there was some interesting wire work with him doing that backflip over the mattress.
Yeah, it's interesting use of practical effects there. Something they
Yeah, Tom Holland does at least a decent amount of his own stunts in these
uh,
movies, and
unfortunately they do wind up getting covered up with CGI, as we'll see later.
eh. There was one bit in Spider-Man No Way Home where he literally ends up accidentally twisting his own ankle, and he kind of has a bit of a noticeable limp going in to find Aunt May in the feast he's building.
Ah, forehead of security. Well,
Oh my god.
clearly Tony is with him until the end of the line.
Yep.
So
Right there. That's where you
there's
operate.
no gray area there, Tony. You gave us a black and white prospect.
No, no, no. What he means is like, I Tony wants Peter to, oh, do the good things that he does, just not, the stupid things.
Ah,
That's that's
okay.
the
No,
thing.
I'm wrong. That is a Sony Xperia cell
Oh,
phone. Oh, no, I had an LG phone that looked very similar.
I just like the fact that at times Tom kind of obviously forgets certain things since since at this point he's still relatively new to all this. Yep. 2 months later, so literally 2 months after Captain America: Civil War,
Eh, yes,
dude,
and
this dude, stop texting Happy
yeah, I don't.
because that's that that just comes off as very obsessive. And that's kind of what I was leading into. It's like Peter is currently on like his high after or Civil War, and he wants to be involved more in things superhero related. And since he just loves being Spider-Man,
I
hi
asked
Flash
Thompson,
Thompson. Yeah,
Betty
sure,
Brant, who
asshole.
looks exactly like Gwen Stacy for some reason.
Okay then. Someone got
That
shot
is
down.
that is notoriously amateur even for high school.
Yep.
Apparently, Tom Holland went to an actual New York City high school to prepare for this.
Makes
And
sense.
they did. Oh yeah,
Hi,
this
Ned.
Emperor Palpatine will be a recurring character throughout this trilogy.
So Ned Leeds, as opposed to Ned Lee,
No, yeah,
is
Genki.
yeah,
Yeah, he's going to show up later on as the
So
Hobgoblin, maybe.
yeah. So
yeah.
okay,
I
can we
can't
address the
imagine.
obvious?
I can't imagine Jacob Batalon riding that
Can we
glider.
address the obvious here?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so a lot of people did pick on this version of Peter because the whole Ultimate Spider-Man story for the previous films had been done to death. They decided we'll just take Miles's origin and we'll just do Miles' full character, but put it onto Peter, including giving him Genki as his friend.
Yeah, it's interest. Why are you? That video is like 8 months old now. He has a USB hard drive duct taped to his laptop.
Because he's poor.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's precious,
so
Flash. You
you
think
know,
you could take Peter in an actual fight?
so was I. But like, you know what I didn't do? I
Oh
didn't duct tape
goodness.
a fucking hard drive. Oh, that's
Oh
web fluid.
dear.
Just
Yep.
be careful nobody thinks you've been emptying your spider balls in there. Yeah, like I set my hard drive on the
Liz
table next to me
Allen,
like a normal human being.
which by the way, Liz is based off of of one of Spider-Man's various love interests in the
Yeah.
comics. Hi, Michelle Jones,
Um,
aka MJ.
You also don't sit with us, you sit away from us. Yeah.
Well, she's
For as
about as
much as
close to
this
that.
yeah, for as much as the time as this film yeah, for as much time as this film wastes on the academic decathlon stuff and explaining the origin story to Ned, we could have had an origin.
Yes, we could have very much had an
And
origin.
then the
And
writers would know what they need to do later on.
I understand why they kind of went with this angle because of the as we've had
People on the
two
internet
origin movies
complained.
prior. Yeah, we've had two origin and movies prior or to this one. And so, oh, much like some other adaptations in various media, people could probably
What?
assume, since Spider-Man is one of the three most popular heroes in all of comics.
so Peter is obviously neglecting his activities just because he wants to be Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Yes.
That was a bad. Oh
nobody
my god,
nobody
That
what
was
was
saw him
that?
well,
do
you know,
that.
that's not quite the Taken fence climb, but that's still some pretty bad editing regardless.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was actually good.
It's the famous bodega cat.
Like everybody else in high school.
I doubt that.
You never know.
Yeah.
Hey, it's it's the
Hey, fuck
overpass
you,
that Andrew
buddy.
Garfield got run into over.
Totally not. Mark has pointed out in his reviews of these movies, like, oh,
Peter, why
there is
didn't you
no
put
web
those in your
swinging
backpack? Peter, why
because,
aren't you wearing that underneath your clothing?
Because he's not smart.
yeah,
Y-
even though he's one of the
You've been
smart
at this for 8 months, Peter. Or you should know better. This is my biggest
Alex,
problem with this version of the
Keeping his
character. You should
boxers on.
fucking know better.
Alex, just because somebody is smart doesn't mean they're wise.
Also, too, shouldn't he be putting his clothes in his backpack and
Yes, he
then
should. Putting
okay,
the backpack
you
on?
should
Yes, he should. It's almost like
or
the comics fucking dealt with this shit already.
uh, web the backpack to the wall. Why would you web it back?
So many problems that could have been... yeah, hi.
Okay,
It's that song. So many problems that could have been solved by being accurate to the comics.
by the way, so something else I should go over. Most of the time we see him in the suit, he's not wearing the actual physical suit. It's all CG. Or times he is wearing the suit, you can tell, Alex, they're using digital technology to
To
not
touch
only
it up,
animate
yeah.
the eyes, but they're no, not they're removing the wrinkles and the
Mm-hmm.
stretches and creases. They're basically making it look like an actual comic book suit
Yeah, like they
that
did in...
makes it feel
yeah, like they did in,
Yeah,
Falcon and the
you
Winter
too,
Soldier.
right? Spider-Man. Okay, Spider-Man. Yeah! I love that guy.
he's awesome.
It's
Okay, so
interesting that... Oh god, the
I
animation there. It's interesting that
uh,
this film is the one that uses the Ramones music. You
I
know,
love this bit.
yeah,
Don't
I
you make
stand.
it come down there,
eh,
punk.
I have actually tried to break into my own car with a Slim Jim once.
how'd
It didn't
that work?
work.
Oh, okay.
No, you're not.
He doesn't sound too happy.
I think that's the joke.
Heat.
There's
You
enough
know,
crime in New York City already that he shouldn't be feeling this way. He should be just like, oh man, and this is awesome. That I can't stand what they're doing to the suit there.
Yeah, no, they're getting rid
Oh,
of
this
all
is
the
such
wrinkles.
a dumb design choice, by the way. Hey, like the original web
Yeah.
shooters from
hey,
the
Sonic.
comics. Yeah, the original web
Hey,
shooters
Sonic.
from the comics. He just pulls out the cartridge and puts it in his belt. It doesn't auto eject like that. There's no reason for it to auto eject, and you know if he gets his
Wait, I
fingerprints
was
on it
hiding
and
in the middle
drops
of
it,
the wall.
somebody he finds it.
I mean, let's be fair here, Alex. No movies, not a lot out of movie Spider-Man were really all that good at maintaining their secret identity.
This
It
is
like,
something.
Bro.
No. This is something
Uh,
completely different. This is something they created.
oh my god, it's the Avengers.
Why,
I
look.
actually like this
That's a
scene.
good.
Oh,
That's a
ow.
good scene. This is
Yeah.
what?
See, I do like this. We get, like, Flippy Spider-Man and...
Yeah. The only problem I have here is the design. Sorry,
Feels so
the
weird.
design of some of the weapons and
Why did my
Peter's
voice come out
delivery.
like that?
I mean, be fair,
You're
these
not
weapons were kind of
universe.
just built from scratch.
That's a good one.
Yep.
This is when you should bring in J. Jonah Jameson to say, he's a menace, he busted up that bank!
No, that's two more. We got one more
Crap.
movie.
Oh shit!
Oh, dear.
So what does the Sokovia Accords have to say about this?
Nothing.
Nothing. They're kind of in a weird period, but hey, at least I'm
Yeah.
so glad they didn't kill him. I was half expecting them to kill that guy.
But
No,
see,
yeah,
here's
that
the
would have
thing.
been... the boys would have. But I'm glad they didn't. Because if they killed
Spider-Man,
Belmore
because
and
I was like,
Murphy, that would have been shit.
I mean, this is a Spider-Man comic. They would probably do it, because Spider-Man comics love to make Spider-Man suffer.
Happy, can you...
Happy, are
Happy,
you
shut
happy?
up and listen to
I mean,
Peter.
shut the fuck up.
No, I don't watch the news because you didn't say that. That didn't happen. And now you sold the iconic Avengers Tower to the fucking Kingpin.
For curiosity, how do we all feel about Happy?
I like Happy. Yeah, you know who's responsible
You're
for
not doing a good job at it.
Peter?
Yeah.
Peter,
Man.
this is why Comic U wears the fucking backpack. So many
Yeah.
fucking
No.
problems in that. That can is
Oh.
CGI. Half the shit on the ground is CGI. You can tell because the contrast is fucked.
Oh yeah, wait, we're at one of my favorite comedic scenes.
Oh yeah, one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite. Yeah, one of my favorite scenes as well.
Oh, look at that. That's a TIE bomber. Further proof that
wait,
Spider-Man
yeah.
should not have fucked up that reference in the previous movie, but you know what?
Hey man, I fuck up references too, and I'm a Sonic fan.
Okay.
I would
It's
love
an
to see a
AT-AT.
deleted
That's an
scene.
original AT-AT. That's fucking awesome.
Touch. I just let this movie
Okay.
sink in.
I'm sorry, I'm nerding out over Peter's
What?
nerd shit.
Gonna
Shut the
close
door.
the door nice and calmly.
Anybody here remember when they used to have practical webbing on these sets?
Yes. Remember
Yes.
when they used to? Yes, I loved it.
Remember when the
Okay.
spider sense used to be a thing?
Me too.
I don't
No
think.
reason.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't think he considers Ned
That was
a
a bad
danger.
take.
That is true.
Yeah, but the spider
Remember,
sense
the
is supposed to be
Spider-Man
more...
Spider-Man
I
says
saw
Spider sense
fixed
only
danger.
sent Alex. Spider sense only senses direct threat as to Peter's life.
Okay.
It's kind of, and also,
Oh.
special occasions like Venom,
It
Venom also
literally.
fucks with
Neat,
it.
though.
Why are you guys naked? Are you trying to provoke the Tumblr people?
Too
Also,
late.
She doesn't notice
Here's-
the fucking suit on the floor.
She's
Well,
done.
maybe
people
because-
don't.
Well, she was more prioritizing over the fact that dinner just got burnt.
Yeah, most people don't look down, don't you know?
Well, okay.
I
also,
look
too,
down
here's the other
constantly
thing.
because
Alex, just because you look down doesn't mean everybody else does.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're
here's the
talking
other
to
thing.
somebody.
Oh, I actually saw a video, Alex. Somebody went over how that scene where the Death Star dropped was not possible because they
Yeah.
actually had the same model. They tried to
and they
drop
dropped it.
and it didn't. It
didn't
didn't
break.
completely shatter.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
watching that video.
I wonder if that's a blooper.
I am noticing there's a lot of
Well, that-
bad editing in this
Yeah,
movie.
well that's
Yeah.
why they had that cut insert shot rather than having it be a straight pan down shot. That's actually a pretty good joke right there.
Yeah.
Well, hey, it's a good
I like
excuse,
that.
to get out of vigilante work.
What?
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 I've had Thai food. I don't know what larb is. Tell me you're
I mean,
Tell me
I'll
you're
admit,
joking.
I do admit I did have some questionable things about Aunt May. She did grow on me later after the second movie.
But you were a fan
Yes,
of him
we
in the
could-
last.
Yeah,
Yes, and not only Yeah, not only that, Marissa Tomei used to actually date a RDJ.
Whoa,
You know,
Yes.
that's
really? That's crazy. I didn't know that.
you know that would be that's maybe that's like a funny little in joke there.
And people think that Tomei looks too young, but the thing is, if you actually
Yeah,
look up
she
her
actually
real
is
age,
old enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Physically, she just doesn't look it.
Would expect like people are so used to Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, super old Aunt May that they don't expect an
Now,
Aunt May that doesn't.
obviously, some people would take that what Aunt May says as a contradiction to what she says later. But the thing is that she doesn't at this point. She doesn't know that he's Spider Man. She's just trying. She's just worried about
Yeah,
him.
and
Yeah,
So it's not necessarily a contradiction since she doesn't know what he is capable of, nor does she know that no matter what she says, as she can't stop him.
that's
yeah.
okay. This right here, this is a problem. Anybody who's read further
Yes,
Spider-Man comics knows why.
I have.
Spider's dead.
Because
So,
that, because the spider that
question.
bit him is supposed to go on to create more spiders that will go on to bite more people.
Yeah, but now it's
Yeah.
dead.
Oh,
Also, too, I was just gonna
I
say.
mean, I
So,
guess that means goodbye Spider Island.
Mm-hmm.
by the way, have you guys seen that
I
horror
wish I
fan
could.
film, Spider-Man,
That's Ant-Man.
with
No.
you haven't?
Oh, the Sokovia Accord. We remember that the Sokovia Accords exist now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a fan. It's a short fan film made by a talented person that has Spider-Man actually turned into an actual spider.
Hey, look, it's this
So
movie's
Man
biggest
Spider
meme,
again.
Oh, I
Captain
remember that.
America. Look at
Uh,
look at how Michelle is. She's reading her book, but she's slightly eavesdropping on Peter and Ned's
Her,
conversation.
her book is The
you know
Art
that
of
that
Human Bondage.
that actually would be a
Peter,
Um,
let's just say
She's
a
she's not
let's
doing
just
any set.
say
Why doesn't she have any?
because she doesn't care.
But she doesn't have
I
a
mean, you
gym
know what?
partner.
Again, she doesn't.
there
You
it
know
is.
what? I thought I would hate her as
Alex,
MJ, but you
Alex,
know
let
she
me
grew
tell you,
on me.
Let me tell you something. If Peter gets back with her, or considering what you just pointed out on what she read, I think Peter's gonna have to wonder why she's into all the kinky shit.
Yeah, I was like,
That's Thor.
Yes.
Can't
Wow.
say fuck. I mean, you can't say fuck. I mean, you can, but you can only get away with one F bomb.
there's why does Betty Brant look like Gwen Stacy? She has the Gwen Stacy
I
headband.
think I think it's because they were trying because we didn't know who was knowing. All right, never mind. Fucking.
Oh,
I'm
Ned,
talking on
shut
my
the
ass.
fuck up.
Ned,
Excuse
you
me for
son of a.
excuse me for a second, Ned. Excuse me for a sec, Ned. I need to tape your mouth shut.
Oh, hi, second least threatening slash Thompson.
Yeah, sadly, if I were Peter, I'd take a lot of opportunities to call Flash douchebag. I'm like, okay, douchebag.
I
Ass
mean,
Thompson.
I've seen
We're
less
gonna
threatening slash
we can
Thompsons, but
I'm
we
this
like,
can
guy is
call him
definitely in the
Ass
list of.
Thompson, and that'll make it work.
okay,
I
ass
mean,
Thompson. But then again, in Spectacular Spider-Man, it's revealed why he's called Flash, even though his real name is Eugene.
yeah.
So Peter now has to dress up as Spider-Man for a party. Thanks a lot,
Mhm.
Ned.
Yeah.
Ned, yeah, Ned, I am this close to
Yeah. You
strangling
know what?
you right now.
They're in high school. They're stupid kids. I mean, first year. I mean, I don't know.
Like
Which
Ned.
I'm assuming this is
I never liked
first
Ned.
year.
Well,
Wow,
Am
you're
I
the
the only
first
one
person.
alone in
considering
that?
Sony made him 13 in future movies.
Uh,
And he's got that hat.
guys,
Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da. Bum-ba-dum-bum, bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Hello,
here we go
Nediana Jones.
now. Nearly
Yeah.
limping.
Puberty
Oh,
joke.
really
Don't give him the
slow.
talk.
Cause he's old,
He-
old, old.
Old, 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 old.
I actually like how cool she is.
Well, yeah, like
Well,
I said,
yes.
Aunt May. At first when I heard her, like in Civil War, I was a bit iffy on Aunt May, but after a while, she grew on me. I was like, you know what? This is a good
Ned
Aunt May.
didn't.
And
Ned did not grow on me.
Ned
Well,
was. I don't hate him.
that's a
But I
shame,
don't
but
like
oh
him.
well.
I don't like him, but I don't hate him.
I can tolerate Ned.
And again, I don't know much about Ned in the
Hey,
comics.
Flash, you
Or
mind I'm posting why you were called Flash in the first place? Fuck you, Parker.
then again, I don't know.
Oh, sing
Also,
the
the fact.
universe.
Also, I do admit it kind of amazed me that they went for so long without calling her name. It's like I did not expect her to be Mary Jane. I know we're going a bit too far. I know we're going
You
like end of
remember,
movie stuff, but like,
Bender, do you remember the fact that Peter and Liz ended up hooking up in Spectacular Spider-Man?
Yes, I do.
yeah, I
And
remember that too.
that relationship kind of fell through because then
Yeah.
after Gwen kissed Peter, then
Yeah, the love triangle, and then Gwen got hot, and then MJ showed up, who was like, bam.
I
I'm
I
so
despise love triangles, as you may know.
we
Yes,
all do.
I am very much aware.
Go back to the video that we
Okay,
Good on-
Ass Thompson.
go back to
Hey,
Also,
shut
the
up.
Spider-Man
Canada's
2 video
fine.
we did.
oh,
That's a pink
I do
shirt.
like how
It's a fucking pink shirt. I know because he's on the poster. Hey, what's up? I'm Spider-Man. I'm here.
I'm
Yeah.
partially glad Peter didn't, because I mean, someone would have put together,
yeah,
hey,
so
wait,
here's
where's
the
Peter?
thing. Yeah,
Hey, where's
here's the
Peter?
thing,
You know,
Peter.
you know what
Yeah.
you know what would be funny is if Peter hired Raphael to put on the spider costume and was like, Peter, why are you Spider-Man, why are you so fat? This isn't
The
fat.
question is,
This is
the
core
question
strength.
is, and the question
And-
is why aren't you committed to a damn grind?
Also, I freaking love this part.
And I like this. Oh,
Oh,
This is why
You are
Spider-Man in the suburbs
monstrously
doesn't work.
stupid, Peter.
Spider-Man in the suburbs don't work as well as in the city.
This is, well, see, here's the thing. I've had to do
Why
this in
would
the
you
Spider-Man
do
video
that?
games whenever I have to cross Central Park.
guys, I think this is America.
yes,
Don't
Hi,
it is.
good.
Prowler.
Oh, hi, Prowler.
Hi,
I'm
Prowler.
Even though we didn't know he would be the Prowler until like the
You
the
You
Spider-Verse.
guys know why I said that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know. It's America. Don't come in here.
He also
Down-
voiced
And, like-
Miles in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yes,
Oh,
he
did he?
did.
So Donald
We
Glover
did.
is kind of the reason why Miles exists, since he jokingly wanted to play Peter Parker in the Amazing Spider-Man movie, but obviously that didn't work out, so they just made a black Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And
And this guy here is supposed to be the Shocker.
Peter, you fucking idiot.
Hey, that's some really bad blocking here.
Why would you not turn your phone on vibrate, you stupid idiot?
Yeah,
My
we've all
phone
been-
never
I mean,
leaves vibrate.
That is true. Also, I know Shocker's a nothing villain in a way.
But Shocker
than-
is still his own character.
Shocker!
You know?
Yeah.
Shocker!
Let's be honest. I think the most we know about Shocker is that one, that joke in that one Spider-Man video game.
To the ends of the earth.
Shocker! Get back here,
That and
Shocker!
also he's famous for
I'll
that
chase
being
you
like
to
hard
the
as
ends of the
fuck.
earth!
Also the fact
Alex,
that he was
leave
super
the
damn
leave
hard.
the growling voice to me.
Okay.
Also the fact he was super hard in like
Because
that
keep in
Spider-Man.
mind,
Yes,
keep in mind, my voice was. You've said that my
Jesus.
voice is closer to
Peter, it's called
Oh my
web
God.
zipping.
Oh my bubbly ass!
You've done it earlier in the. This is like a discounted version of the chase scene from Batman v Superman.
Ow!
Oh.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Jonah,
Ooh.
where
You
are
should be
you? I
hurt.
need to report Spider-Man being a menace.
Peter
Eh,
should be hurt right now.
Peter,
he's
Alright.
Spider-Man.
Okay,
He's
so-
been through worse.
so Peter
he'll
Parker
be-
has gone
Bueller
toe to toe
is
with
it-
Captain America. Now I seem to recall there being a A scene. Oh, I
Ferris
seem to recall there
Bueller.
being a scene in Captain America: The First Avenger where
Hey, did
Captain
Spider-Man break
America
the White
caught
House?
up to somebody on
Which is
foot.
why Spider-Man and suburbs don't work.
That is so much property damage.
How much
Spider-Man and
housing?
suburbs don't work.
Hi,
Oh,
Ferris
Hey,
love
when
that.
you pull
Bueller.
out the joke, hey,
Hey,
so
I hear
Alex,
Peter
you and
Parker
I
makes
know.
all the girls really wet. I hate the lenses. I hate them so much.
So
Not that
okay.
bad.
So, Alex, I think you and I both know how comedy works, right? When you're referencing something, it's usually not a good idea to point out on the screen you're referencing something.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fair. At least it
This
wasn't
is
like
what
it didn't last for very long. So
this is why I don't do that in any with everything that I write whenever I make a reference.
Yeah.
Yep. Also,
And then
Birdman.
Vulture shows up.
That was a Star Wars.
Oh my god, are you Batman?
If
my
Peter
God,
Parker was even remotely competent, he would have already caught up to the bad guys by now, and the
Well,
plot would go very differently.
This is a very
Oh, this is a plot hole! This is
Yes.
a fucking plot hole! Why didn't Rhodey have this in his suit?
Thank you.
I guess Tony didn't think of it for some reason.
Or maybe this is after Civil War, so maybe yeah.
Maybe he changed the suit, even though the suit, like, one of the plot points in this film is that he hasn't been in
Fair
contact with
enough.
Tony.
Yeah. But hey, I could just assume that after what happened with Rhodey, Tony's like, you know what? Maybe
Remember-
I should put like a parachute in there.
Continuity errors.
Just in case.
Hey, Tony, this guy in a bird costume beat me up. Go kick his ass. How do you ring it out like that with those plastic lenses?
I know.
Maybe are they
Runs away.
plastic? I mean,
They have to be.
Including this heater.
okay, is this a new Iron Man
Oh, that
armor?
feels so
Yes,
nice.
it's a
it
new
is.
Iron. It's Mark 47.
Yeah, Tony
Yeah.
makes a new suit every couple of days.
I don't think they did handle your Iron Man well here.
I mean, what? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Of course you're not.
Thank God this place has.
I mean, he's survived worse than that in the situation you put him in.
I mean,
He was, and then something big stumbled on him.
Neighborhood.
yeah, this is the light. Fair enough.
No, he
same
couldn't
time, that
have.
doesn't
Let's be
Well, to
perfectly
be
fair
fair, I
here.
think
Cap is
I
not a
think
match
we
for
all understand.
Spider-Man.
To be
Yeah.
fair, let's be honest. Everybody in Civil War was pulling punches.
Oh yeah, no. I get it.
Yeah.
Why?
Of
I mean,
course. Hi, Friday.
Yeah, this is just dramatically
Okay, so I like
irresponsible of
how
Tony.
so I like how
Hey,
Tony
there's
is trying to be a responsible
wrinkles there.
father figure.
I mean, this was during Tony's, getting his shit together phase. It's, Civil War just happened, and Ultron, he's trying to turn his asshole life around.
Okay, that is bizarre.
Yeah, Tony.
Ned,
Ian.
not a good time.
Yeah.
That is not
Yeah.
clever, by the way. That sounds like a teenager discovered the word penis and started using
Yeah.
it.
I mean, they
no,
are
no,
teenagers.
no, they
I
are
mean, they are
teenagers.
at that
This
age.
sounds like
Oh, yeah.
a fucking 5-year-old discovered the word penis.
So you guys know, because the end credits are going to confirm, this movie had 7 writers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the very least, none of them worked on Transformers 2.
Yeah.
let us never
The
forget
door is
Chasm.
open, right? The door is right there. Is it really less effort to use the fucking thing than it is to open the damn door?
You gotta get that. You gotta get the super
But we
villain.
have to show he's angry.
You gotta do the super villain land.
Oh no, I was talking about him grabbing the beer.
I mean, you
I
gotta
think he
show
just
the
wanted
tech
to
work.
test out his gear.
Yeah, you gotta see if it works.
Wow.
And you know, not to mention like.
Yeah, see what I mean? He was testing
Okay,
it.
see that. Yeah. That is a good piece of thing here. A little bit of foreshadowing.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Oh. You know, I feel like this guy's trying to be, what was that guy's name from Black Panther? Dr. Claw, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like this guy's trying to be like Claw or something.
There is so much digital noise across this film. I'm wondering if they added...
Is there?
Yeah, there is. I'm wondering if they added, like, fake film grain in post, or if the cameras are just that shit.
Look at the trailers. The trailers didn't have... I think they added it post, because the trailers had none of this.
Yeah, it had to have been.
Yeah.
Because I know some of the cameras they use, they have to scrub some chroma noise out. Like they did that for Civil War and Winter Soldier, because I think both of those were shot in the same camera rigs.
I like the Shocker's just ignoring him.
Yeah. Here's a quick question. What Spider-Man villains haven't they turned into film yet? Like, who's left?
Let's see. So, Scorpion. Scorpion hasn't appeared on film.
Oh, yeah.
There's a guy with a Scorpion tattoo on his neck in this film, but that's not how that works.
Okay, yeah, there's
Yeah. I'm going to quote the Dark Knight here and say, or misquote here and say, you're planning on blackmailing Batman. Good luck with that.
Oh, and you ruined
this is a
and to ruin a badass scene with the terrible joke in 3, 2, 1.
This is a... Okay, yeah, they reused
Oops, I accidentally killed a guy.
They reused something from Captain America: The First Avenger and undercut it with a joke. How is that thing still around?
Like anything from current day MCU.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, I think
hi, electronics guy
the
here.
Only thing left.
Hi, electronics guy here. This is not how you disassemble things.
I mean, unless we're talking, I don't know. Does Harry for Spider-Man 3 count as Hobgoblin?
I mean, he was called New Goblin in official media, but I think they just called him Goblin in the video game. I don't know.
He was the Green Goblin.
I mean, yeah, we're talking about Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, he was the Green Goblin. Wow, I'm talking like Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Huh, funny we had 2 movies where Harry Osborn was the Green Goblin, or I guess a Goblin.
You know, the funny thing is like we have only 2 Spider-Men, and in
dramatically irresponsible.
Yeah, Kevin.
We have two very different interpretations of Spider-Man that have actually, have actually showcased their like the science-y aspects of them.
Yeah.
And still, we didn't get one on Mr. Maguire until No Way Home.
Yeah. I mean, it was implied in the Sam Raimi stuff because he was in college with Dr. Connors, but
they didn't really show him fiddling around with stuff.
Yeah. You are right. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, you are right.
How did you get in here?
It was more like,
yeah, you're not supposed to, adults aren't okay. So
that's not how New York City schools work.
That's not
how any of this worked.
Yeah, the school would have gone on lockdown or something.
That's
the school would have gone on lockdown by this
point. If an adult comes by unexpected, they're supposed to get a visitor's pass and be cleared via background check.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there'd just be some kind of lockdown or something. Oh, if only I was Miles Morales, I would have just turned invisible.
And you came in here with a fucking Geiger counter, too. And a gun! You have a gun! Oh, no! Oh, fuck you. I had this...
Oh my
I had a thing that I was going to come up and bring up later on, but I have to bring this up here now. Now, New York City Penal Law, subsection 265.013, 265.01-A, of New York City law, prohibits any persons from knowingly possessing, including licensed handgun holders, from possessing firearms in or upon a building or grounds used for educational purposes of any school, college, or university, except for forestry lands. There are metal detectors outside of that school, motherfucker.
That is.
These guys are fucking retarded.
Gun. You know what? Maybe they used a wooden gun or something.
That's fair.
I'm sorry. Where is Reed Richards in this universe?
Not in this universe.
Is he?
Yes.
I mean, we don't know for sure.
I mean, Reed Richards is going to be in this universe, maybe.
Well, no, because did you hear?
No, I did not.
Anybody remember the fake poster for the Spider-Man sequel where supposedly Ned was slated to be?
Oh wait, here it comes. Here it comes. Who wrote this?
You know what? I'm glad they don't.
If this movie comes across like it was written by John Francis Daley, you'd be correct. Because Lancelot Sweets from Bones was one of the 7 writers on this film. Triskelion Cleanup. Cleanup. That was 6 years ago. No, that was like 3 years ago.
You know, I will say this. I'm glad that everyone also dunks on Flash to show that he's not much
by Jonathan Goldstein, John Francis Daley, John Watts, Christopher Ford, or Chris McKenna, and Eric Summers.
Yeah.
Eric Summers will... I believe Eric Summers will go on to be responsible for part of Black Widow.
Yeah.
Which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. Man, you know, I just really hope they... If I don't know, if we are
No, but he does write Ant-Man and the Wasp.
We are getting Fantastic Four. I really hope it's good. I mean, I have, I got very concerned. Just want a good Fantastic Four. Or more like I just want a good Doctor Doom.
Alright, so here you go. Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah, sure.
Ready for
what?
So
the Fantastic Four movie is going to take place in an alternate universe where it's the 1960s.
Motherfucker.
Okay, then.
Dum 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 dum
and
dum
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 dum dum
Alex. Wait, Kevin. The main villain of the movie are going to be the main villains are going to be Silver Surfer and Galactus.
What? We're doing Galactus now?
Also, yeah. So I happen to know a couple of things about tracking devices like this. Tracking devices tend to be able to know when they've been removed.
Are we getting Dormammu situation again?
At least Dormammu
Ned has a shittier laptop than Peter does.
Later.
He has a "This is fine" sticker on his laptop. That's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Eddie has a PC Master Race 0 punctuation sticker on his laptop.
Also,
I have a 0 punctuation sticker on my Strat.
I love how Ned is established to know how to hack stuff, but this is never going to come back into play in future sequels.
No.
That is so true. I mean, he's the guy in the chair.
I think I broke Kevin when I just told him that the villains of the alternate universe Fantastic Four movie are going to be Galactus.
We're doing fucking. I mean,
you know what we're doing? We're remaking.
I mean, sure.
Fucking Rise of the Silver Surfer, just like the first movie was the first reboot was a bad remake of the first Fantastic Four movie.
Is it too hard for me to ask for a good Doctor Doom? I don't give a shit about the Fantastic Four, but at least give me a good Doctor Doom.
Hi, Liz. Peter, come on, man.
I mean, Doctor Doom's my favorite Marvel villain.
Oh,
gay!
Okay, Flash is gay.
Oh, Oh, so it's like that, ass Thompson.
This is why we call
And so
you
it's
that.
like that, huh? You want a piece of this, huh? Do ya? Do ya? Let's fucking go. Let's do this.
Like seriously, Doctor Doom's my
Okay.
favorite Marvel
Oh my
villain of all
god.
time.
Peter,
Yeah,
Liz
but
is
I
legit
really want a
crushing.
good Doctor Doom that isn't animated.
I know.
Listen,
Okay, Peter.
listen.
He
Liz is
he
offering
is
you.
crushing on you hard.
Liz is offering you a taste of the brown sugar. I'd appreciate it if you'd not let this slip through your hands.
Alex, he's going to get. He would be offered or slightly snarkier brown sugar, or by
Light brown,
MJ.
light chocolate,
Are
slightly
you
lighter chocolate.
okay? I get that Peter has no reason right now to suit up. He
Well, I
can
mean, he's gonna
relax
go.
and chill.
Yeah, but he's,
No, no,
you
no,
know,
no, no. The thing is that he's trying to take initiative to go find the guy before he could do
But he
anything.
wants to prove. But he's doing this to prove himself.
That's
yeah, that is true.
interesting.
But he also wants to,
Yeah.
get the job done without help. As quickly as
Oh, so the
possible.
voice. Oh, so the voices inside my head are going to counsel me and understand, right? What are you
Yeah.
referencing? Oh,
Nate, talk to
Clearly-
me.
Yeah,
clearly,
see,
you're
he's
not
trying to get
familiar with the world of
yeah,
pro wrestling.
yeah. See, he's trying to get to the triathlon quickly as possible by doing it early
That was
now. So
Okay, I guess you must have changed trucks along the way at some point.
probably.
And anybody who says that Spider-Man is just starting out and he's learning along the way, and we can see it across this film. He's been Spider-Man for 6 months now.
I
No,
think
8
it's
months
more.
now. He should have already figured out to wear his fucking
I mean, it
backpack.
should be. I mean, I think what Kevin when you
Okay,
finish.
Alex. I think the thing is that he's learning the suit, not
Yeah,
he's learning to be Spider-Man and whatnot, because
and
that would
plus,
imply this were an origin movie.
I think it's like a Spider-Man. He's going for something above his usual weight class for once.
Which
Because I
is
mean, I don't think
interesting, because this is the kind of thing,
because I'm glad.
So
Why not?
considering what we see of instant kill in Endgame, how is that supposed to
Ow.
work?
Simple. Simple. The AI is going to give him all the
Thank you,
lethal
Karen.
measures.
Oh,
You know, original Spider-Man is able to do all this without needing a computer.
well, yeah, that's what they do show later after this. But
So
yeah,
why
like I
would
said, I think it's like
Tony
the thing
put
is
in
like they
his
say that it's
role?
like because I think like Civil War does imply Spider-Man doing light work in a way. So this is like the first time he's gone above his weight class for once.
This is monstrously dumb. Yeah, this is why smart suits. This
See,
is
this is
Not
why
right now.
monstrously dumb as a design choice.
Hey man, I mean, this is why he had the training wheels.
Yeah, but there's nothing in the... I would love for them to have explained how he was supposed to unlock all this stuff.
I'm pretty sure
Maybe
it's like
that would
whenever
have been nice if
when-
over the course of 2 movies he learns about his various training.
By the
wheels,
way, that's Jennifer
and then in the
Connelly
3rd movie.
as the voice of
that is
Karen.
true. I always assume it's like what Tony said, good use to the small stuff and then get onto the big shit.
I almost feel like they wasted an opportunity here in not having the training wheels protocol actually work across the course of this movie.
That's
Yeah, in fact, I think like they,
Yeah.
in fact, I think they kind of go in, I guess for the other two movies, they kind of go in like reverse where he gets everything and then slowly loses more and more of the suit until he's got to nothing. Because
Peter,
I
how
mean,
do you know
comparing
this
like
all?
yeah, because
How
like
do you
like
even know about that technology? You shouldn't
that
know
is
about it.
because I mean comparing like the movie like Spider-Man goes from like having like all the tech
See, this is
to
why
like
Spider-Man
now he's got like
usually... I am violently
told
angry
you
at the
to
writers
choose.
of this
That's
movie right
not
now.
what I meant.
again this isn't I'm giving it some slack.
No.
This is a new Spider-Man. Ooh.
Oh, God damn
Oh.
it.
Nice job, dumbass.
That's, yeah.
Spider-Man, Spider. Oh,
Why am I reminded
That
of
is a
50
really
yeah,
Spider-Man
bad
memes?
cut
and
right there.
I'm just
yeah,
imagining
and
50
unfortunately,
Spider-Man.
that song that people kept singing about me is stuck in my head, Karen. So, thanks for
Yeah.
reminding me of that.
I just hope he didn't have his mouth open when he did that.
And
Damn. Or open those doors like
so
nothing.
this is actually this scene. This is actually a good scene because it's a chance for him to just have some downtime, talk to himself, and
Yeah.
use the famous monologue that you would get from the comics, where he would talk
Yeah,
to
yeah.
himself. But now he's
Yeah,
talking to
you know.
Karen.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I do like this scene.
See,
Morning.
a proper Spider-Man would use his super strength and clingy abilities to lift the damn door.
Again, again, new Spider-Man. He's not used
It's
to this
weird
stuff
and
yet.
sounds like I'm a stalker.
Yeah.
That
Honestly, Spider-Man's
sounds
strength has kind of been pretty inconsistent. I mean, I know some comic books like
And
he's about as strong as the Hulk when he's like
spiders.
really goes all out. And there's like I don't know, like I don't. I mean, the weird thing about Spider-Man's strength is kind of a bit weird, like
Yeah,
how full strongly
And
he
look,
is.
see,
this
look,
is
there. That's the actual suit. Look, he's actually wearing the suit, but they're still using CG to get rid of the creases, the wrinkles, and
Yeah,
all of that.
Does anybody
yeah.
remember
And
when
it's
we
so
used
no.
to be able to
stupid.
have creases and wrinkles and stuff in the costume, and it was just accepted?
Yes.
Eh,
How much do you
yeah.
want to bet current Superman suit is not going to have a single crease or wrinkle?
I bet you
Well,
five internet dollars.
after that stupid photo they posted that where it was
Look, I'm gonna wait
crunched
till a
up to
trailer till
shit.
I see a freak. Look, if that
That is
suit can
true.
at least
I'm
have creases or wrinkles, it's at least a step up above CG now.
look. I
You know
want to
what
see the
they?
suit
Oh,
in motion before I judge it.
oh my God! That this editing is too fast.
Yeah,
And now we're back
the
to
editing in this
CG.
film is abysmal, and like this whole.
Ultron.
Ultron.
Oh, hey, Ultron head.
How have you not cleaned up all of the Ultron shit in the last year and a half?
I mean, and again, they were.
Oh, that's terrible.
Fuck, I'm out of
This
range.
is the kind of shit
No,
that would have gotten anybody else an F if they'd put this script in for for a fucking screenwriting course.
it was. You know, I do admit that they did kind of blow their load a bit too early with Ultron. I mean, I like Age of
Why would you think
Ultron,
it would be?
but I also gotta admit that they did blow their load a bit early with Ultron.
Hmm.
Then again, they could also bring him back somehow because at least somehow, maybe I don't fucking know. Would they bring back Ultron if they could?
I
They
mean,
could.
maybe.
I mean, out of all the main Avenger villains that could come back, Ultron's probably the most likely. But I mean, I don't think they're gonna do Thanos again. Loki's doing his own
No,
thing.
Marvel's What If is basically making sure that Thanos is treated like shit.
Yeah, I know. After what happened with
If
What
there
If, I don't think.
if there's any justice in the world, they won't bring Thanos back ever again because they already did that once.
Yeah, unless they bring back
And
asshole
MJ just
Thanos.
fills in for Peter.
Unless Thanos is asshole Thanos that tortures that one guy for about a year. If they did that, then I'd be fine with that. I like douchebag. I like
Okay,
douchebag.
that was
The
Yeah,
Washington Monument wasn't built by
that is a
slaves.
terrible joke.
yes, that is a
I
terrible
did
joke.
research about this. The Washington Monument wasn't built by slaves.
Yeah.
You know, if any of these people would shut the fuck up for
Oh,
half a second and listen to each other.
dear. Oh
How did
dear.
nobody just see that?
Wonder why security didn't pick up on that.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Why is nobody noticing the purple thing glowing in Ned's backpack?
no, thank God nobody decided to steal that backpack.
This
Nobody's
girl sounds
noticing
so
that.
done with life.
Oh, that glow isn't visible in the reflection.
Oh dear.
That's supposed to be a bomb, but that didn't go off like a bomb.
I mean, yeah, Ned would be fucking dead by now.
Yeah, the
Man, the plot armor must have been strong for him.
You sound like my friend Pete. You sound like this guy I'm crushing on named Peter.
Yeah, this guy I'm
Wait,
kind of interested in.
you're crushing on a guy named Peter? Because that's not me. You're a terrible liar, Peter.
Hmm.
Who's Peter?
You know what? I feel like this MJ would say that actually.
Can you sound
this is
Eh,
really bad writing.
this?
I mean, listen
Why
into a
didn't you
third
just?
time. I'll
Okay,
say
all
that.
right. So, did any of you see how it should have ended? Take on this action sequence.
I've watched this video, yes.
Okay, why didn't Peter just run into the building and catch the elevator from below with
That's
his
a
webs?
very good question.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, that looks so bad.
Thank God we don't see it
Yeah,
again.
I remember I used this as an example of the bad CG in this film, and then somebody posted a picture of Tom Holland jumping around on a, excuse me, on top of a replica of the Washington Monument that didn't get used in
Anyone
the
remember
fucking
Spy
movie.
Kids?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex. Here's the crazy thing: the scene where he's jumping off the Washington Monument in the trailer, that was a practical scene they shot. But in this movie they
They
replaced
painted over it
last
in the
minute.
film.
With
Yeah.
CG.
Yeah.
Anyone remember Spy Kids? That's what that bug reminds me
I haven't
of.
reached it, bud. I just noticed how high as fuck I am right now.
Peter,
But
you
you are not. But you are
hang on,
not.
they didn't. You
Not on
didn't.
any.
Tony didn't replace the
You are-
parachute.
But you're not.
No,
And
didn't.
also,
any
hang
fo-
on, Spider-Man. But he's. You've fallen off of buildings in New York City for 6 months.
Did he?
No,
we don't
the
know.
thing is, yeah, but that's New York. This is Washington.
Yeah,
The Empire State Building is taller than that.
but we don't know if he's ever been to the Empire State Building.
Yeah,
It's been 6 months. 6 months.
Alex.
Yeah, but Alex, we don't unless we know
This-
exactly what he's done in 6 months. But we
Alright.
can't assume. I know I'm defendant being a
Rich, forget
nitpicking
about the
defendant.
trophy and save your ass.
I know I'm being like kind of a defendant here, but like I said, unless they explicitly said he's been on Empire State Building, we can't assume.
I mean, he's Spider-Man. If he
Trying to
hasn't,
save people.
the
I
first thing
know,
I'd
but
do
this
if
is-
I could climb, the first thing I could do if I could climb buildings and survive falls, I'd go to the top of the
Here
Empire
it
State
comes.
Building. Oh god,
Yeah,
the
but
CGI
I'm also
on the
a bitch.
hands
But
is
also at
terrible.
the same time, if I was smart and a bitch, I'd probably
No,
not
he
climb my
should have.
ladder.
He should have been cut in half.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Don't worry, guys.
Not
I
have been
got you.
able.
Oh please don't catch. Oh please don't Gwen Stacy her.
Okay. If he'd
Or-
actually been in the
Well,
elevator
anybody
shaft,
get
that would have
Gwen
made a lick of
Stacy?
sense.
Who's
But now,
Gwen Stacy? Nobody you need to know about right now.
And then you just see like like
Oh.
Andrew Garfield crying for some reason in the background.
oh my
Oh
god,
my
he's
God,
using the
guys.
correct voice.
Stop moving.
Boom, ba-da-dum, bam, bam, boom, ba-da-dum, bam, bam, boom, ba-da-dum, bam,
You
ba-da-da-da-da.
could just
Peter,
slowly
Why don't
Well,
you
let's
just
calm
lower us down to ground level?
No,
Lower
they
us
weren't.
down.
They were below ground level.
Oh, never mind.
Ah, crap.
Oh no, don't
Oh,
Gwen
I
Stacy
got you.
her.
So, what is this Gwen Stacy thing? You
Don't
don't want
worry
to
about it.
know. You really don't want to know. Because trust me, it's a load of bullcrap.
Oh, here
Yeah.
it comes.
No.
No.
What?
Don't do that.
No.
That's retarded. Both of
Not how-
Okay. Go fuck
Shut up.
yourself, Ass Thompson.
How do you know that name? Wait, how do you know that?
You don't need to know the answer to that question.
Yeah. Let me see. Shit, is really Scorpion the only main Spider-Man villain that hasn't been in a movie yet? I mean, I
Aside from
guess,
this one, yes.
yeah, I guess. I mean, because Rhino was technically in that bullshit end credit teaser in Amazing. I mean, yeah, sure, I know Rhino. Craven, yeah, Craven. I forgot about Craven.
what about the guy in red leather?
Which
And the
one?
guy in the yellow
also-
t-shirt? And the woman in the leather jacket? And the
Which
idiot
one?
in the green pajamas?
No, but okay. How
Which
has
ones?
Now I'm talking
One.
about the Defenders from the Netflix show.
I know you're talking about them. I'm being a pedantic smartass.
how have
There's
the
some.
Avengers? How have nobody been keeping tabs
But
on
it's
everything that's been
but
happening
it's like
with the
this is
How
the
Vulture?
does
whole
anybody
thing.
track
Everybody asks the
that
same
shit?
question whenever something shit goes down in New York. Where the fuck is the Avengers? Where's the Fantastic
Well, it's like
Four?
when I was
Where's
talking about um
Oh my
that's an
god.
interesting reference to make. I probably would have gone for somebody else.
honestly, this is why you having so many superheroes
Not
in the
again.
same place kind of like plot holes.
Yeah.
Okay then, buddy.
Could we maybe have seen that? That would have been interesting.
Like I said, this is why the only thing I
yeah.
hate about it.
No,
This is
like
not just
I
like
brought that up
exclusively
every
a movie
time
thing, but
Spider-Man didn't show up in a Defenders episode. And it's like, hey, there's an evil ninja clan taking on, trying to blow up New York City. Where's Peter Parker? He lives
either
here.
New York City is really fucking big,
No, we
or
shouldn't tell everybody because that's a terrible idea.
like either New York
Why
City is
not?
like somehow 50 times bigger in like Marvel universe, or I don't know. That's my only excuse I can think about.
Hmm.
New York City just takes up like 25% of America.
that's how it works.
Yeah, or maybe yeah. That's the only reasonable way I could think like any of the
That's foreshadowing.
Hello.
Here it comes.
Hello, descendant of former Howling Commandos. And so, you made this meme.
God damn.
I couldn't resist.
I wonder when they
I
recorded
mean, hey,
this footage.
I would have to assume sometime a little
2012.
after the first Avengers movie, given that that's the Avengers suit.
Yeah.
that is the Avengers suit.
He just walked
You know
out
what,
of
my
detention.
dude, my teachers don't give a shit about detention, so nobody does. I mean, hell, sometimes I just walk into detention just to, play my
Peter-
video game.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh my
Peter
Like I said,
got
Jay.
detention and just walked out.
She
Like,
just
hey, man, again, my teachers
hey,
don't give a shit
by the
about
way,
detention either.
this is a case of Alex's weird life experiences informing him as to problems with a Spider-Man film. So you know those lockers there? I
Yeah.
spent about
Mhm.
9 months building those at a former workplace of mine. They are not that sturdy. If he'd picked those up, they would have fallen over. And they're not connected like that either. Or those
Yeah,
aren't. They're not like a
made out
big
of
solid
superhero
bank.
parts.
Oh,
They're
nice.
brought in
Baby.
in
Of
smaller
course it is.
chunks.
You know what? I think they're made out of cloth.
Yeah, and if there was ever a, if
Oh.
it's
I wonder if Tony sends these pictures, like,
Yeah.
images. Like, I wonder if Tony shows me like the Pepper, like, hey Pepper, look at this
Yeah.
dumbass. I'd be like
if I
him and
had-
Rhodey,
Are
which
you crushing on me?
If I had a nickel for, oh yeah, this would have been incredibly useful earlier, and he wouldn't have had to do some of the stupid shit he's done. Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time
Aaron Davis.
For every time a
I
weird
forget.
life experience of mine has opened up a big issue, that other people might not have noticed in a Sony-produced Spider-Man
Oh
film, I'd have
no!
2 nickels.
I
Which
can't
isn't a
believe so
lot,
many
it's
people
just
thought
funny it
this was
happened
going to be
twice.
Miles.
Yep.
Here it comes. Here it comes, guys.
I still can't believe so many people thought that this guy was going to be Miles when they literally said his name was Aaron.
He's too old to be Miles!
Oh,
Hey, man,
He is not as quick-wit as he should be.
I mean, like I said,
Jesus.
God, the
hey man, if I was gonna
lighting
say,
on
hey, you
this
sound like a
CGI
girl,
makes it look
well,
like it was done in Source Filmmaker. There is sparkling all over the place.
man, it's a damn shame. I mean, no, maybe they might still use Prowler if somehow.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
a reference.
People. This guy's not gonna be Miles. They even say the nephew. So I don't get why everyone says, "Oh, he's totally gonna be Miles Morales." I think, thank you, Spider Verse, for
I mean,
deconfirming those assholes.
I so
Yeah. I can tell what lines were written by John Francis Daly.
Kevin, what were you saying?
unfortunately, Spider Verse has captured Aaron Davis here, and
Eh, I mean, to be fair, when has a villain ever stayed in jail?
he said he got ice cream.
Hmm.
I
Aw,
mean, like,
Well,
man.
now he's gonna have to go and get
you
more
got
ice
ice
cream.
cream? Yeah. All right, I won't deprive you.
So as far as I know, the Washington Monument doesn't have a basement that an elevator can go down into. But that's just what a cursory Google search tells me.
But yeah, man. I mean, oh yeah.
Should be one in the fucking driver's license database.
Yeah. Unless he doesn't have a car. Oh, no, he probably does. No, he does have a car. Never
Well,
mind.
he definitely
I'm
does
being
have a
stupid.
car.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like about to say, oh wait, I had a
Unless
brain
he's
fart there.
stupid
He
enough
has.
to drive without a fucking license.
I mean,
Hi,
hey, if you're a
Mac.
criminal and
Hey,
you can get away.
there's Scorpion.
He doesn't
Okay
have the
then.
Scorpion suit on, though.
Okay, I guess that counts. I
Yeah,
kind
there's the
of.
Scorpion tattoo.
Okay, I guess that kind of counts.
So, Alex, when is Jay Jonah gonna turn him into a Scorpion?
Spider-Man 4?
Probably. I mean,
Maybe.
I
Alex,
guess.
you do realize that this version of Spider-Man 4 is probably gonna have the symbiote, right?
Oh,
We don't
that's
know
who he'll
that.
fight with the symbiote suit.
I
You
guess.
realize how badly he's gonna get his ass whooped, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, Scorpion or Spider Man?
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Does it go to
and
Hobgoblin?
in the middle of something and start. Uh,
CGI
Just say
is
you're on a
so
school
terrible
trip,
here.
dude.
Yeah. It's also...
Just say you're on a school trip.
Yeah, this is one of those scenes where Peter's voice sort of floats above the rest of the mix here. Oh, that is not real.
I can see it.
This is
Yeah,
around the time. This is around the
Yeah, I can
time
see
when
the.
Sony was making some of the worst audio remixes in the history of film. And the 7.1 on the 4K is even worse than the one on the Blu-ray. Just leaving your fucking web cartridges all over the place. You're
Oh,
fucking
I love that
irresponsible.
offhand. I love that offhanded bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, are you Batman? Oh wait, I already said that.
Oh, this is great. You
I-
guys are at... Okay, so first off, you guys are after the wrong person.
No.
I
Yeah,
know
don't
what
you love
they are, but why are they here?
You know, it's,
Yeah, hey
How
FBI
did
guys, do you
you-
mind letting me do my job? That
how
guy's
did you get
dangerous.
that in there?
that guy's dead.
Huh, that guy's dead. You know
Man,
what getting
Tim's
hit
dead.
by a... Do you know what getting hit in the face by a car and then falling into the water does to a man? Knocks him unconscious.
Especially, yeah, and plus the boat drives over him too. So I mean, you'll
So
got
Peter
right
is
over
going
by
to
a
be...
boat as well.
Peter's irresponsibility is going to be blamed for this.
Yes.
Yes.
I
I'm
mean,
going
hey,
to blame...
great
I'm going to
power.
blame a few more things for this, but we'll get to that.
With great
Aside
power,
from the writers.
great dumb.
Well, no, not... I was like... I'm more specifically going to put the blame primarily on
Oh, that is
Mr.
that-
Toombs and Mr. Tony Stark.
I actually
Yeah.
like that shot of Toombs cutting off the webs there.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
cool.
That was a
Also,
weak
I'm
phaser.
going to blame
Peter-
this on Spider-Man and as well, because he shouldn't be webbing it up to the deck here. He should have thrown it down into the water. But, you know.
Yeah, you should just throw that thing in the sea or something.
Incredibly
Ah,
lucky
crap.
nobody got cut in half by
shit.
that. Incredibly lucky
Yeah,
that Adrian Toombs and Mac Gargan and Shocker number 2 and Peter Parker didn't... How did he know he was going to be there? Yeah,
I guess. Yeah.
So
All right,
Peter is
time for
dead.
trailer shot.
yeah.
Peter is so gonna be dead.
Man,
Dead as in physical.
you know, J. Jonah Jameson would probably say, "Look what Spider-Man did."
You know,
All right.
at least, at the very least,
Maybe,
people keep
stop panicking.
At the
That'd
very
be a great
least.
start.
Toby Spider-Man never would have made these kinds of mistakes, even when he was starting out.
Yeah, like I said,
That's
Spider-Man. This is a Spider-Man that feels with been too big his weight class, as Clooney would put it.
I don't see. That's one of the things looking back that I don't like is how this
It's kind of
Spider-Man
funny
has
considering.
this Spider-Man has to show that he wants to prove himself. So because of his ambitions, a lot of people are getting hurt.
Which is, interesting
No!
because it's not
Douchebag,
really so
do
much
not
his
cheer.
desire to prove himself as much as it is that it didn't appear to him like anybody else was doing shit about this, you know?
Why
Yeah.
didn't he just
Yeah.
fire another web? Fire another
Yeah.
web? Why are we not firing more webs? What? Wow.
God damn it!
The suit
Don't be a
looks-
deer in headlights.
Oh, look, the trailer shot. But it looks
Oh, hi,
worse
Spider-Man
than this.
2.
Yeah, I was gonna
Hi,
say, this
Spider-Man
got
2. How are you?
nothing on Spider-Man 2.
No, it doesn't.
The
Yeah.
suit. Look at the suit. It looks like he's just naked. You can see his whole body.
Up and guess who?
Don't
Dad's
give me that
home.
visual.
Yeah. Dad's
Oh, yeah.
home.
Something else I forgot to mention earlier, earlier you could see Peter, putting away the web cartridges. Oh yeah, this is Michael Giacchino's Iron Man theme. We will never hear it again.
I'm pissed.
Shame.
We'll never hear it again.
Kind of
Which is a
unfortunate
shame.
because it's one of... I mean, Iron Man doesn't have any bad themes. It's just really unfortunate because it's a good theme.
Yeah.
It's also unfortunate that they didn't
You know, it's
bother
kind of
reusing
funny.
any of
Like
the other
Spider-Man
ones.
goes from Spider-Man goes from doing this to like fighting
Yeah.
freaking aliens in next time we see him.
But yeah, you'll notice that that Peter Parker doesn't have a utility belt on the back of his suit in any of these shots. But
Oh,
sure,
boy.
blame him for this. You're the one who didn't say that you tipped anybody off.
Yeah, you bastard.
Yeah,
I like
you'll
the
notice
cheesy.
there's no utility belt on there, even though Peter was shown tucking the,
What?
Of
tucking
course.
web cartridges into it. Hmm.
Well,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't want. I don't think the Vulture can take on Iron Man level threats.
Yep, they're gonna do one last heist.
Yep.
They're out for, one last ride.
Yeah.
I feel like this
One
guy
last
would have
ride.
been. Um, no, it's a Tinkerer, PS4 Spider-Man thing.
I'd have to assume he's the Tinkerer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Give
well,
me a
we'll
sec.
just
I'm gonna go
assume.
through the cast list.
yeah, because
Anyway,
I
so
mean,
here we
Okay,
get
here it
another
comes.
scene from the trailer.
yeah, I do like this scene.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. But you can very clearly see what is and is not practical.
Yeah.
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 But still, it's a good scene though, because especially with the little surprise that, oh yeah, I'm actually here this time.
Oh, I love this part coming up.
Yeah.
But
Oh, hi, Tony.
Oh
Right.
shit.
You actually pretend to give a shit here. Oh, maybe you could have fucking told him that. Oh, wow, that is terrible green screen. Oh, he's
Oh, so yeah, he is
14.
14. Oh, he
So
is
he had a
13
No,
year.
no, no.
Oh
Okay.
my god, so
Oh,
he had a
Peter is
birthday.
just
So,
Alex.
Hmm.
Mason is the Tinkerer.
oh,
Okay.
So
okay
yeah.
then.
So Toombs' team consists of not only himself, the Vulture, but also the Shocker, or
well,
Scorpion, and Tinkerer.
Do more.
That's
We can have the
four.
Sinister Six.
I mean, oh wait, no, never mind. Mysterio's dead.
if you're
Do
nothing
more.
more.
We can have the Sinister Six.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. Not like Peter Parker built his own shit previously, and the suit is literally holding him back in this movie.
And no explanation to Aunt May.
Yeah.
Man, everyone's pissed off at Peter. Yep. Oh,
Uh, uh, I'm doing drugs. I'm sneaking out to do cocaine with this guy named Harry Osborn.
Peter, there's nobody we know named Harry Osborn.
also,
But
Exactly.
hold on. That's okay. On
you all right?
paper, Alex. Yeah,
Yeah.
on paper, this is not a bad scene, but it's just the emotions are just all over the damn place. It's hard for
Yeah.
one emotion to sink in when we're moving
Yeah.
on to a next.
Yeah, that's kind of yeah, it's like I would like this film way better if it, stuck to one. See, there's this picture with the there's a picture or of him being a descendant from the Howling Commandos.
Like maybe slow down all the
Yeah,
the
just
conflict.
slow.
Yeah,
Yeah, this movie needs to.
honestly,
Yeah,
this
yeah, it's
entire
like
film could stand to slow the fuck down.
yeah. So Alex, you understand that I like
So
this movie,
eager to
right?
cut to the chase. I mean, I get it.
I
Like
like it
there's a
too.
lot of cool shit in here. It's just
It is not the best first Spider-Man movie.
Come
Like
on,
no,
MJ.
it's not
Come
even a.
on, you don't have to be
And if
savage.
you don't have like they don't have enough
It's like it just feels like either somebody in Marvel or somebody in Sony just
and now they're rebuilding their relationship.
Rebuilding the Death Star in the band room.
So it's just like, oh, Peter now can
Peter's
have
now,
everything back.
yeah, now he's shoot. It's, but yeah, Alex, as I was saying, it's like there are a lot of things that I really like about this movie, but as you said, this movie needs to slow way the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like actually allow us to take in some of this
Mhm.
stuff instead
Yeah.
of just rushing from
Like,
one scene to the next.
and we're almost done.
Yeah,
We're
Yeah.
about
we're
to hit
almost,
the third act.
yeah, this is a near 2.5 hour long movie, and we're almost done with it. It feels like it's not like how Zack Snyder's Justice League did it, where they allowed us to take in certain things
They
because unlike a lot of these
yeah,
people, all Zack knows how to edit a goddamn movie.
there
The
should have
thing
been
is, the thing is I it's like this movie feels like they were really just this
But
movie as well as this version of the character just feels like they're rushing to certain points. It's
but
like I
yeah,
would love
it's a
even
movie
the
that was
to
love
written
interest.
by critics of The Amazing Spider-Man. It's a movie that was written to
But,
please critics of The Amazing Spider-Man.
but here's
And
the other
as a
thing.
result, it has all of the problems that
and
Amazing
none of the
Spider-Man 2
strength.
had and none of the strengths, yeah.
Okay, but here's the other thing too. He's getting excited because he's about to go on his first real date. But
There's
we've never
been no
had.
romantic build-up between.
Thank you.
Also, Uncle Ben should have already taught you how to tie a tie. Son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
speaking of which, Uncle Ben is absent from this universe aside from one bit in Marvel's What
And he
if
has the
during the
fucking
zombie episode.
and he has his
Okay, Tom Holland. All
briefcase.
right, stop. Tom Holland is a he does know how to dance. Like he's performed at live
Yeah,
stages, so he
Oh
he
yeah.
took dance lessons when he was a kid. So
seen him fucking dance and some the Umbrella song. Like, oh, and
oh
here's the
jeez,
twist
here it comes.
that ended up making me burst out into laughter in the theater.
That's the ring. That's a Ring doorbell. Hi, Batman.
Yay!
Why?
Now
So why
get
is
over
it?
this
Why isn't
twist.
Liz's last name Toombs?
Maybe they didn't. I think
By the
perhaps
way,
maybe they didn't really, it's one of those married couple things where they didn't and
Didn't
have
so here's
change. Didn't
another
change their
thing,
names. It's
Alex.
just like this is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, Alex, Kevin. So here's another thing that I would have done had we been reworking on this movie. I would actually like to have more scenes where we see Toombs's life at home.
Yeah, that would have. They wanted to preserve the twist, and I think that
It's
was
like,
to their detriment.
Screen
If nothing
Junkie-
else, we could
Screen
have
Junkies
seen
ended
him and the
up,
wife, and then not seen the daughter.
Screen Junkies
yeah.
ended up just ended up being like they were giving some of the wrong criticisms for this movie, saying like it just does the exact same things as like all the other movies. He's down to the point where the villain has a close connection to the hero through somebody. Which is a criticism they've had since the first Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Hmm.
Like,
And
okay, okay, but this feels awkward. Like, I know it's
does.
intentionally, but
Yeah.
no. What's awkward is the stuff going on with Liz and Peter. It's so awkward. Like,
Yeah,
and
they
it's
didn't
trying to be
develop this
comedic.
relationship at all.
No, they didn't. Why do you think
Like
Liz is not getting top
she was
billing compared to Zendaya?
yeah, she was crushing on him a lot, but he wasn't like he was barely thinking about her outside of the scene at the pool.
Well,
and
no,
also
there's a scene where
and also a couple
he
earlier scenes where he's
was.
clearly having crushing on her.
Yeah, okay,
So they were
they
crushing on each
didn't do
other,
enough. Because
Yeah,
it's
they
not...
didn't do enough.
and then look at
Oh,
this. They're not even talking.
yeah.
Jeez. Oh boy.
Tony should have given you a cover story for that.
yes.
Oh gee.
That's...
Oh gee.
Thank you, Ned. Thank you. Thank you, Ned.
Jeez. And now I actually do like this. Like this is a good scene. Like Toombs is now slowly putting together.
I like
Wait a minute.
I like the idea of this, yeah. Where Toombs is like he's... But this is just Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just the Thanksgiving dinner for the first Spider-Man movie, only a way more awkward.
Yeah, how
Oh,
did you guys not run into each other then?
Who knows?
oh shit.
I might have wandered off and gone to the bathroom. You don't know. You weren't there.
Oh jeez. Oh boy.
This is actually some pretty
Okay,
good
I'm
lighting, but
back.
that's
Oh,
coming
damn
from
it,
the
we missed.
wrong direction. There's nobody
Oh,
in
damn,
front
we
of him
missed.
for that to be brake lights, and, well, I happen to know street lights aren't that strong.
Oh man, I missed the reveal. Damn it.
Jeez, man. Keaton. Okay, I'm sorry. Keenan's giving a better performance than Keaton's performance in this movie from like 7 years ago is
Flash.
much better than than the Flash.
Yep.
Yeah, because unlike in the Flash, he's not just returning to phone it
Or
in,
Mm-hmm.
A joke.
and whereas this, he's actually playing up a serious villain.
oh,
Yeah, you can
you
see
guys
there's a
saw the
shadow
Beetlejuice.
cast on his face. Oh.
You guys saw the Beetlejuice 2 trailer, right? He put more emotion into his return speech as Beetlejuice than he did as Batman.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Hmm.
You know, it's a damn shame I missed the reveal because it was a pretty good twist.
So
Yeah, yeah.
this is my least favorite segment of the entire film.
Do
This whole
tell.
thing. Ooh, do tell because
Oh, what
I
is
love
it
this
when
scene.
he says, if you come at me, I will kill you and everyone you love. But I love your daughter.
So
Are you gonna
this is
kill her?
fucking stupid right here. As already
Oh, yeah,
stated,
he pulls out a gun.
he pulls out a gun on school grounds, and he's
Not-
using it out of view of Peter, but not out of view of the fucking windshield and the
I
light.
mean,
There are people walking in front right now. They should see this. And oh yeah, guess what? It takes
Peter
approximately
has super strength.
10 pounds of force to break a human elbow. I know this because I have a black belt.
yeah, I mean,
And
I've seen how it should have ended where Peter just overpowers them. Yeah, but so this is a pretty
just a quick
intimidating
palm
scene.
strike to the back of Mr. Toombs' elbow here would make it so that he wouldn't be able to pull that trigger. It's like, hey, he pulled a gun on me.
And again, all he has to do is just say, "But I love your daughter. Are you gonna kill her?"
Go to hell.
Fuck you.
Say hello to the new double-hinged elbow you've got. Peter can't even see that fucking gun. Look, there's not enough space between the fucking...
Man, plus the spider defense would
Everything
have
in
probably
this
touched
movie is bad. Like,
his
how is
spider...
it this bad?
Yeah,
I'm
people
sorry,
are
I
passing
gotta
in
know.
front of and behind this vehicle, and nobody is
I
commenting
need
on
to see.
the fact that he has the fucking gun.
Spider-Man. I need to see. I must know.
Liz did not wait
All
by
right,
the
what?
door for him.
I need to know. Hold on.
Who edited this?
This movie had 2 editors.
Oh god, that
course.
explains everything.
Oh God, MJ.
One of
You have no
the
shell.
editors would go on to edit Black Panther and Captain Marvel.
Ugh, those
Oh,
films have
lovely.
awful editing.
And then the other editor, oh my god, the other editor edited the first Iron Man movie, Dungeons and
Okay.
Dragons, Honor Among Thieves.
Oh, I love Dungeons and
She,
Dragons.
they edited. They would go on. They would come back to edit Ant-Man and the Wasp, Spider-Man: Far From Home, and the 2021 Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
reboot.
See, these
That is a mixed
Liz
one.
Liz clearly isn't that into Peter because she went in and started dancing without him.
I
Oh
mean,
my god,
yeah.
this person was the editor for the Elf.
Yep.
Oh, that
And
was a
then
great.
Spider.
No,
Yep.
but see,
Now,
I understand
Yeah,
Peter
those
was
lockers
thinking
would
about
all
Alex.
be in a pile
the
of sheet
writing
metal.
is so inconsistent.
Wow, you have fucking great planning.
Wait, yes.
Thanks, Spider Sense.
How did you know he was coming out of there?
Let me get this straight.
I
Even
think the
if
fact of the matter is that Toombs was probably going to
Yeah, but if
probably
Peter
had
had
this
come out of
planned
a
out in
different
case.
door or come out of a ceiling
I mean, to be
window.
fair, he needed to.
yes,
Yeah, I know, but he
because
wasn't in a
Alex Redden,
rush.
Well,
Toombs had to
I think this is
assume-
the quickest way out.
And plus, he
Toombs
wasn't in
had
a
to
rush.
assume.
So.
Toombs had to assume. Toombs had to assume that Peter would not go with this option. How did he
There is
have
no
time?
planning. He had no time to set this up.
How
Like,
did
because he
get
just figured
Shocker
out that
here?
Peter was Spider-Man.
How did he text Shocker while he was
I don't.
in there?
But
Like,
that's not how the web
yeah,
shooters
that is
work.
That is a good question. How
Okay, then.
like either Shocker was like somehow like tailing them either somehow, or I don't know. I guess
There is
Shocker was just
no
waiting outside the
excuse for
school.
this. It's a giant
here
hole.
it comes.
What is up with the Spider-Man guys and Branzino? Because they had Branzino in the Amazing Spider-Man as well.
Oh my goodness.
That was a good joke.
You X Thompson.
You know what? That's a good payoff.
Hell-bent for leather. Hell-bent for leather. See, that's
Oh, yeah,
actually
he
good.
really was there.
That's actually some quick
phone.
thinking on Peter's part there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's damn, that was good.
Can you not just use multiple tabs? I have like 40 of them open right now.
Yeah,
At some point,
Yeah.
Oh, I know that feeling too. Just driving only
know,
and
Peter-
fucking like that.
Again, all these
Could you not just, like,
all these
call
acting
him?
skills, all these skills
Yeah.
Ned will never display or reference or show in the future sequels.
Not like there's
Yeah.
anything that needs hack. I mean, is there
I
any
don't think-
reason? I mean, let me think. Is there any reason that Ned would need to hack in the other movies? Because I mean,
They could have written
Uh,
more plots around
Tony
what the
needs to
characters can do,
fire-
you know?
Tony
Yeah,
needs
because,
to
you know,
fire
I'd be-
Happy.
Do you know how I figured out where the buttons are that turn on the headlights in my car, my dad's car, my mom's car? I just sat in the driver's seat and messed with it.
I mean, to be fair, he did just grab the car.
Yeah, true.
Some cars are dude have different, lights things,
Yeah, but he's
So,
already
you know.
fucked up the car enough. He's not going to mess anything up just by screwing around with the stocks.
Oh,
The prototype for Cap's new shield that never
main
showed up.
guard.
Thor didn't have a
Shane, we're never
magic
gonna
belt.
see that belt.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
in
he
the
did.
comics,
He did.
he had a magic belt.
In the comics, yes,
Yeah.
but Thor never used a magic belt in this universe.
I mean, maybe he did have the belt, but he never brought it up.
It got off
okay,
screen
in
to
terms
death.
of the movies. In the movies, yeah, no, Alex is right. Thor didn't have a magic
Yeah,
belt.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, no. I didn't know that actress. I
Porn.
feel like I've seen her before.
That
You know
actor is
what?
really-
You know what? I've been there. I sometimes
that's a
use the
better-
school Wi-Fi to look at porn.
I remember there was an episode of Rings of Power that the guys from EFAP were talking about. and they were bringing up oh yeah, Peter, you know what would work out pretty well right now is if you disabled
Being
those
smart.
fucking wings.
I mean, technically the wings weren't even,
How is he going to
here.
do that?
Yeah, the wings aren't
Brute
here.
force.
Again, he's
So
not
he's just
working on the
gonna
wings.
alert. So he's just gonna alert or Toombs to his presence
Rather than
by disabling.
doing a stealth takedown, yeah.
You don't even know why Liz likes you. Had she talked about him?
Yeah,
Nope.
that's kind of why she's not the main love interest of the series.
Yeah, I've heard that story before. Hey, I heard you were going to be teleported to another universe where you're going to be talking to vampire Jared Leto. How
That
does
was
that work?
several years after he stopped.
Yes.
So then he just gets back the Vulture suit somehow. I don't know how he got that suit.
All I wanna say is that they don't
No,
really
seriously,
care
where did
about
he get the
us.
Vulture suit in that movie?
I don't know.
Did it
But like
Michael
what?
Keaton.
transfer into
Keaton
the other
went on
universe with him? We'll figure it out.
Michael Keaton
I
even
don't
went
think
on
that's how
record
it works.
saying
No.
Michael Keaton even told news outlets he doesn't even know why he took a cameo role in
Yeah.
Morbius.
Yeah, see, there it is. Like the suit, like even if he were to disable him, the wings
Okay,
would still come
all right,
after him.
pause, hold the phone. He
So
just
if Peter
ripped off the
Parker had
webbing with
actually done anything smart in this scene,
yeah, no, but so hold on. Toombs just ripped off the webbing with his bare hands, and
no, he
it takes
did.
2 hours
He
to dissolve.
used the knife.
Yeah, he had a
Okay.
knife.
Well, I can't tell because it's so fucking dark in this movie.
Ah, crap.
Eh. But yeah, I think now that we do bring up Morbius, I think like when like the whole teaser for the Sinister Six, like maybe that's why they had so many villains in Vulture's team.
So are the wings remote
Because
controlled, or how are they flying on their own?
I mean, all we needed was
Yes.
like one more
One
Spider-Man
glider.
villain. In fact, maybe that's what they were why craving guys old movie. I bet you $50 that they're gonna like do another
Okay,
teaser for the Sinister Six Craven movie.
clearly,
Here it comes.
okay, my back is in so much pain right now.
Also, high
Why
reference
is
to that
it?
one scene, that one
Yeah.
comic book
Buried
scene with the
under 1,000 tons of rubble, I
So,
believe.
so Alex, what do you think of this scene?
I fucking hate it. The cinematography in this
Really?
movie is terrible.
Well,
yeah.
that I won't disagree with.
The framing here is so it's like the it's literally the discount version of the way Sam Raimi would do it. There's an episode of Best of the Worst where they went over this film that's like Evil Dead light, but they never move the camera.
Man,
This is like a Sam Raimi Spider-Man film if they never move the camera.
man. Still, this is a pretty good scene for Spider-Man.
That is fair, but so on paper, do you think this scene would have been better if it was just better written?
Better written, better cinematography, better framing. Like this right here is a cool piece of imagery.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that
you
they're
gotta
doing it
remember,
with such a
Peter is like a
shitty piece of
kid.
garbage. Yeah,
Nice.
so is he in the Raimi and Webb
Portino.
films.
Yeah.
And
So
in
the person
Amazing
who-
Fast Number
Spider-Man!
15.
You can do it.
Like I
Come
said, I
on,
mean, I like
do the
this scene.
impossible. See the invisible. Row, fight the power.
Like I said, I mean, I admit I did almost teared up a little during this scene.
I did too, but looking back on it, I think the scene would have been better if it was just.
Yeah, you are right. I'm not
Spectacular
saying you're
Spider-Man
wrong.
did a better version of this scene.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Alex hasn't gotten
you
to
guys are
that
wrong.
version of. Hasn't gotten to that part in Spectacular yet, but
Man.
Yeah.
trust me, Alex, you would love it.
Okay,
I mean, yeah,
so
let's be honest.
Yeah,
Alex, the
this is a reference to a comic called If This Be My Destiny. from
So
Amazing.
the cinematographer for this, Alex, I'm sorry, the cinematographer for this movie did most of the cinematography for Bruce Springsteen's music videos.
For what now?
For Bruce Springsteen's and U2's music videos.
What?
Damn.
Okay.
He also did Cinderella Man and
See.
the Da Vinci Code.
Any Given Sunday, Cinderella Man, The Da Vinci Code, Frost and Nixon, Angels and Demons. I remember those having... I remember Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons having quite dynamic cinematography as well. That's weird.
I think it's just how Marvel... Because, see, Marvel did... he was also the cinematographer. He was the director of photography for Space Jam: A New Legacy.
Yeah.
I think it's just how Marvel does their cinematography. They're so flat. Where are you? How are you communicating with him?
Probably through an earpiece.
I guess, but where is he? He never comes back.
I think. I
You should have...
think.
Hey, look, he got his own, Iron Man POV.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, what do we
What's
think
up,
of the
Doc?
Vulture's design? What do we think of the Vulture's design?
Yeah, the Vulture's design's
It's
really
a
good at
really
this.
cool suit. I like it in terms of the design. I just think it would have been better if he'd have built it all by himself and been a solo villain, you know? Any one
That's
of these
true.
Spider-Man villains that they have teaming up in this film could have carried this film and should have carried this film. Because otherwise you wind up wasting 5. Vulture, Shocker, Shocker 2, Tinkerer, Scorpion. Well, technically 6, because Prowler's in this film as well, and he doesn't do shit either.
So, question.
That's the Iron Man 3 suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there are a bunch of weapons.
Yeah, they're
Iron
all
Man
on the floor.
stuff,
That's a bunch of arc reactors. Hey, guys.
Atari.
Tony, I feel like this might be an important enough operation to oversee yourself, especially knowing what you know about what's going on.
Why didn't he? Why didn't Tony have guards on this plane?
That's a good question.
I'm guessing.
Where's the Iron Legion?
Just Howler should I add kitchen stuff? I said just Howler. Is there anything else I should add? Like, yeah,
Also,
I did.
Why is this plane on camo?
Yeah, hey, Wonder Woman. You don't have to conjure bullshit.
Yeah, because Tony's working with the government now, so why do his feelings need to be done like this? And
yeah, this is just the entire thing here. This is just wildly irresponsible of Tony, because now this is twice now that Peter has had to deal with shit himself because Tony has refused to communicate.
Yeah. Like, Tony should have it on
There's nothing else on the floor.
He's stuck in the climax with this horrible suit.
TV Tropes had supposedly pointed out that the solution and Peter should have taken is just, working with contenders.
Yeah. Also, too, Alex, I'm sure you know. Well, I don't know if you remember, but I love that. I love and hate the homemade suit. I love how it's actually, it stretches, it has wrinkles, creases, and it's actual fabric. But I hate it because it's not real. Like, Tom is not actually wearing that suit. He's just wearing a mocap suit,
which is lame.
So it's like if we can CG cloth and
so
wrinkles,
this This
Why
nearly
couldn't we
turned
do that
into
with
9/11 2, by the way.
Oh, God, yeah, it
Electric
did.
Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Why hasn't Iron Man been alerted to this?
Tony, where the fuck are
Shouldn't he?
you? You'd better
It
be
takes you
halfway
like
around the world. Actually, no, you can't. Even if you are halfway around the world, you have no excuses.
Coney Island.
You have
Why
an
isn't
Iron
Happy
Legion.
on that plane?
That's what I'm wondering. Again, why did nobody out of 7 writers? Why did nobody think to just do basic writing?
Oh, you see, it's because it's because they have too many cooks in the kitchen about this. That's why this stuff happens, I think. Because you
Too many writers, too many fucking editors.
Yeah, because when you have like one guy, this is why Spider-Man 1 is better than Spider-Man 2 and 3. It's because it only has David Coop on it, rather than having a bunch of other people. Now, this film has 7 writers, as we've stated before, and it's an incoherent mess.
I can't even hear. I saved the day. Woo! And
I don't
lost my
wanna
hearing
hear
briefly.
This is going to come out. This is going to come out of your allowance, Mr. Parker.
Oh crap! Ow! Ow!
Hey, look, a tangible climax. Um. Okay, that's wrong, but I'll accept that line. It's badass.
Ow! My ribs! Ow! My
Ow.
face! Ow! My face!
Now, if
Yeah, I
this
forgot,
movie
I
had any
skipped the string.
balls, it would end. If this movie had any balls, it would end with Peter wrapping his arms around Vulture's head and snapping his neck.
Why doesn't he just tear off the wings?
That's a very good question.
Ow. Ow.
How is that suit still functional?
I don't know. It's not durable.
Peter Parker is
I know
not
the
nearly
answer.
as durable as he should be in any of these
Well,
MCU
no, I know the
films.
reason. Well, you got to remember, Alex. They would have to animate it being torn up, and they don't have enough money for that. They're using all the money.
Hang on. Oh yeah, they're using all the money to animate Peter's stupid fucking suit.
Yeah, they can't afford to have it be ripped up and torn to. What do you want? A Raimi style suit where it takes damage over the course of the climax?
Yeah. Let's see here. $175 million, and...
And that's what.
Why are you trying to
And,
save
and
him? Just let him die! It's not your responsibility!
Alex, we were trying
How-
actively to prevent a graveyard scene from happening in this movie.
How did Vulture not know that his own wings were going to blow up? Why does everyone come down with the case of the retard gas from Young Justice?
See here. $139 million
Yeah, the retard gas.
for the original Spider-Man film.
How much?
$139 million, the budget for
And-
Spider-Man 1.
That's what.
$200 million
Are you telling
for
me-
Spider-Man 2. 250
more.
to 350 million for Spider-Man 3. 200 million
That
for
actually-
Amazing Spider-Man. 290 million for Amazing Spider-Man 2, but it would have cost less if they hadn't issued all those reshoots.
They lost $1 billion, and they lost $1 billion because I know it was more for Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah, no, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, who there are several problems with the way that film was marketed, and the fact that they didn't follow up
It
on
was
it is
too marketed.
yeah, it was too marketed.
Okay, so well, let's go over a checklist here. The bad guy is defeated. There's huge property damage, and did Spider-Man learn a lesson?
Spider-Man apparently can't even spell his own fucking name because that N is a superscript N. Move over to the left, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I don't think...
Day is saved, but the Powerpuff Girls weren't here to do it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna take a nap. Whoosh.
Yeah, I was there. You don't have to recap it for me. Why do you have the fly on your chest? You know, typically, moving doesn't happen this quickly. Literally the next day. Mm-hmm. How do you have the money to move to Oregon, considering all of Toombs' bank accounts should be frozen?
Who knows?
Oregon is... You guys should be here. You guys are gonna be witnesses for the fucking trial, probably. And you're moving from New York to literally across the country in fucking Oregon.
Yeah. I mean, they would if I had any friends. See, that's kind of why. That's kind of the snark that I like
Yeah.
about her. It reminds me very much of Megara from Hercules. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I prefer Meg.
Obviously, she's
And
best Disney
like
princess
this
for
is
a good
and this
reason.
like calling her MJ is literally just fucking key jangling, man.
Yeah, I get that, but at the very least, unlike other or redheads that have been blatantly blackwashed, at the very least, very much a
Ooh.
different character.
Well, she does, yeah, she does have a,
By the way, Happy, you should be fired because you've ignored this kid every chance. And
yeah.
also, you ruined typical MCU. You've ruined a sincere moment with the joke because we can't slow the fuck down and keep a tone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
People call the Raimi movies dated, but at least they knew when to fucking pick a moment.
The elevator scene is better than every joke in this film.
Yep.
Bum, ba-da-da, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes a-walking, and when she oh yeah, this is the third or fourth layout that the Avengers compound will have.
Yes. By the way, so here's the one thing now all of a sudden. Now all of a sudden Happy can tolerate and talk to Peter, and his relationship with him will kind of grow over the next two movies. Which
Would have been
again would have been nice to establish that early on for the first movie. Like
yeah.
maybe you could just have Happy be the one vouching for Peter instead of Tony.
Yeah, you know what? That would have been a good dynamic, as if like Happy was his was like his guy, you know? It was
Yeah,
yeah,
like his
this Peter kid's got a hot tip on a guy selling alien weapons. Looks a lot like the shit we pulled off of the Chitauri. He is like, oh shit, well maybe we should go check that out. I was like, oh hell yeah, there's a fucking alien weapons dealer here. Or, you know, it's... No, he didn't. You did. This is your fault. This is entirely on you, Tony.
Yep.
And I know that part of your appeal is that you're kind of a flawed bastard of a character. But I'm not letting you get away with this.
Here it comes.
He's 14 years old, and you're giving him
15.
15?
Yeah, Alex, you
He
keep
corrected him?
It's not.
Iron Spider suit. We won't see you
Okay.
until literally
God
next
dang
movie.
it, I
Okay,
hate
I'm gonna
you
say
what
this:
you did.
the Iron Spider suit looks better here than it did in the comics.
Yes, yes,
the
it
Iron
did.
Spider suit is fucking terrible in the comics. I loathe the Iron Spider suit in the comics. And fun
Hey, at least
fact,
they made it cool.
even though I do have some issues with my hands, I am also an artist, and I did my own design of the Iron Spider suit, and it kind of looked like this.
I mean, hey, it's a good Iron Spider
Okay,
suit.
so here's the
And
thing.
I did that back when
Tony,
Civil War was new.
Tony,
Years,
stop, Tony.
18 years ago.
You're wanting to take a minor legally out of high school and put him in your little fucking clubhouse illegally. Even though you work for the government, I'm pretty sure they'll tell you, yeah, you can't do that.
I mean,
Yes.
but I mean, so long as they don't tell his secret identity.
By the way, Alex Bender, I think Peter by this point would probably be 16 realistically, since he's nearing the end of
High
his
school.
But he
First
said
year
he
high
was
nearing the
school,
end of
yeah.
15 in this
sophomore
movie.
year.
Yeah, but he said he was 15. He corrected Tony.
Yeah, it means he just turned 15.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So by
Enough.
Homecoming, because he was gone for 5 years, let's say he was just turning 18 because he was getting ready to go
Yeah,
to
so he
college.
would be around. Yeah, so
Far
he,
From Home, he just turned 17, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he's in his senior year by that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, by that point, and then by No Way Home,
Oh, yeah,
he's
by
got
the
to
way-
be at least 18.
By the way, hi, Pepper.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
Gwyneth
go on.
Paltrow, who is
Yeah, I remember they
reinstated her
Gwyneth Paltrow
contract.
said that. Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't tell her that
just
this
like Robert
was
Downey Jr.
Avengers. They didn't tell her that this was going to be for Spider-Man. They said that this was filmed during Infinity War.
Yes. Are you? No, that is a No, 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 no.
So you're about to complain?
Yeah. So okay, how the fuck has he had that engagement ring since 2008? The fuck kind of sense does that make?
Where did that come
Indeed.
from? Yeah.
I would have said at least 2010.
Also this scene? So here's the thing: he gave him back the suit, but Karen is never back. Like Peter does.
Karen shows up in
Infinity
Endgame.
War.
An Endgame.
Infinity War.
In Endgame, but she never comes back in No Way Home. Far From Home.
The fucking close-up on this
Oh,
suit
here
is
we
making me
go.
Here it
cringe.
comes.
Because I've been messing with Source filmmaker a lot lately. And
James, look at all those writers. John Watson
Yeah.
included.
Okay. Though I like this
And-
movie,
So-
in retrospect, yeah, it isn't the most aged,
This is it's like
especially in keeping everything that we've
You
discussed
know,
in mind. So
with
I give this like a
nostalgia,
6 out of 10.
I would say a 7. I would say it's a 7 out of 10. It's like to quote one of my friends who does Death Battle reviews, it's a painful 7. It's a painful 7 out of 10.
This is the worst Spider-Man film by far. It's a 3 out of 10, and the characters, Peter is so stupid that like all of the minor conflicts in this film are caused by Peter being dumb. And if he was as smart as his comic book counterpart,
or even his
in the
other
first
universe
comic,
counterparts.
yeah, like if he was as smart, because when you get, this is the third version of Spider-Man we've got. There's no excuse for him to be like this, except as a method of facilitating the terrible writing. Like, I'm a little bit disappointed at the fact that we never saw any Ramones songs in The Amazing Spider-Man, because it would have fit better in that than this.
It really would have, yeah. But I also just want to say that it's this movie, because this movie got deemed as Iron Boy Junior, and there is that method, and the movie even plays up that Peter is just trying to get out of Tony's shadow, or he's trying to find his own man, like because that's the whole thing throughout
Yeah.
this trilogy. Peter's trying to be, he wants to be
Yeah.
like Tony, but the movies are telling him he shouldn't be like Tony. So immediately he's not his own man. He's not trying to be his own man. He's trying to be like Tony in the beginning. But
Yeah.
then the
And-
movies will course correct. The next movie, not counting Infinity War or Endgame, the movies will immediately course correct by having him try and be like Tony Stark.
Now,
When the message is be yourself.
Now, here's
Like-
part of the problem with that. The central conceit of it goes against the central conceit of Spider-Man as a character. Spider-Man as a character is nobody's sidekick. That was Stan Lee's entire vision for the character, and now you've just completely... Hey, this is almost
Not even
tantamount...
Stan.
How do you know who he is? How do you think he knows who he is? Also, this
This
guy
was
should not be
Steve
leaving the
Ditko.
medical facility.
This was Steve. Yeah, I know. God, this fucking credit. See,
Like,
this
Stan Lee
credit-
and Steve Ditko envisioned... They moved to fucking Oregon! Stan Lee and
Yeah,
Steve Ditko envisioned the character as a kid superhero who was nobody's sidekick. And now he's a kid superhero who might as well be
Steve
Tony
Ditko is
Stark's
rolling.
sidekick.
I think Steve Ditko would roll in his grave by just saying, "How could you, Stan? Come on, man. How could you not say no or give some advice to this?" Because
At this point,
again, that's
see, here's the thing. At this point, it was Amy Pascal and Avi Arad who were making these decisions. Because Amy
That's true.
Pascal, every single thing that you see in this that's different
Yeah.
from the way it was in either the original or any previous version, that is so that in the event that this whole deal they had with Marvel fell through, that the rights to make closer adapted versions of the characters would not revert to Disney. Like, they made
This
all of
movie-
these little things, the fact that Spider-Man lives in an apartment, not a house, the differences in the suit design, the differences in like all of the
Yeah.
characters and whatnot, all of that
It-
is down to Amy Pascal attempting to maintain Sony's grip on Spider-Man
no,
as a
this-
character
you know what-
outside of this.
You're hitting the nail on the head. This movie,
And it facilitates the
this movie
bad
feels
writing.
like this movie feels like a shotgun, like a shotgun clause, where even if things didn't work out, this would be a perfect backup plan for them. To where, okay, they didn't get that, they didn't get what they want. Sony doesn't get what they want, but they still get to keep this version of Spider-Man if things went south. But now, because things went so well, they now had to share this character, this specific version, with Marvel, and it's a co-owned intellectual character. So,
Mhm.
and it also just feels like this movie was a safe. It felt like it was not a safe bet. This movie feels like a tech demo for what Sony and Marvel's Spider-Man was, when the stuff in Civil War was much better, because just in 15 minutes of screen time, the Russos, with no warning, mind you, they were able to at least give Peter character, and you were able to figure out a lot by him by just looking at his environment and where he's coming from. Whereas in this movie, they have to explain things to you.
Yep. There's
Even the relationships.
there's
like,
not enough.
it's-
Yeah, there's too much. Sorry. There's too much in the way of the movie moves too quickly. Even though it's one of
Yeah.
the longest Spider-Man films, it moves too quickly to be able to tell us anything. And here's one of the big things that I don't like about this film. Aside from them just changing things willy-nilly and creating problems in the plot and creating, tiny little conflicts that make the movie last longer. All of this stuff could have been solved if they'd have just adhered a little bit tighter to the comics. Have him, if he wore the suit underneath his, there's nothing that makes me hate a movie more than a movie wasting my time with things. The college
No,
shit
it also-
in the college shit in Transformers 2 wastes my time. There's so much shit in that film that wastes my time, and all the little things where Peter is like having to pick up the pieces is a stupid decisions that he's made, and is like all he has to do is not make those decisions. All of a sudden we've got 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes more screen time where Spider-Man is a better character with better writing, and also we have more time to do more important things. There is economy to filmmaking, and this film wastes its time.
Here's the other thing, too, that has been brought up in this first movie. It's Aunt May and Peter's relationship. Because Peter says, okay, if Aunt May found out he was doing this, she would be really, really freaked out. And by the next one, that's obviously not going to be the case. But there's this great animation.
It has been some time since the last two movies. So.
I know, but it's like there's this great animation. I don't know if you guys follow this animator / YouTube reviewer named Brown Table. Has his own web series.
Mark Brown?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, I'm familiar with his work.
Okay, so he made a great a 4-minute animation where Peter and Aunt May have it out, and it's very dramatic. It's very emotional, and it does a great job of building the relationship between them much better than this whole goddamn movie. And I really hate that because she's supposed to be his aunt. Aunt May, as a character, is supposed to feel like a mother / grandmother figure to Peter Parker. And in this movie, she does. The only things that they establish are, she worries about him and she teaches him things. That's it. Like, there's not enough of a foundation for me to buy that, she's his nephew. I mean, they kind of treat it like he's her son figure instead of his nephew.
Yeah.
Like stepson.
Like it is, and
I know. I know. We can head off some criticism that we might get here. There's I know that they said that I had a father. His name was Ben Parker, but that's not. They didn't do that here. They didn't establish things here.
I mean, this is what happens when you try to do a freaking...
this whole thing. Again, I really feel like they should have just had Happy be the uncle figure. They should have had him be the one looking out for Peter instead of Tony. Have Tony just not do that. So that way because Tony's whole thing is he's still trying to learn. I do like how he came off as caring, but to me, that feels a little out of character for Tony.
And now we get this post-credit scene.
Yeah.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about
his suit's allowed to wrinkle.
Traits of soldier.
That's another thing.
Patience. Sometimes patience is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little. It seems like it's not worth it. You weren't there. Why waited so long for something so disappointing?
How many of these were happening?
How many are these?
That's the best part of the movie.
That was
Spider-Man will return and what Alex considers the best of MCU Phase 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sony, be moved. I've been sitting here for 2.5 hours. I don't think so.
I'm not looking forward to Spider-Man Far From Home. I want the record to be...
Spider-Man Filler From Home?
Yes.
We'll see you in 2 weeks for Thor Taika Waititi edition.
Yay! Yes. That's actually fun.
I don't like that film.
It's more fun than this. Let me have it.
We'll see you guys later.